Thank you for watching Scary Bear Attacks. If you like this episode, please remember to hit the like button and leave a comment or two, then subscribe and click on the bell to receive notifications of whenever we release new videos. Also, please remember to share them to your social media. Hey, this is Atticus, and I just wanted to thank Megan Rabish for suggesting the topic of today's episode. I also wanted to thank our Patreons, Chris Marlar, Fluffy Feet, Greg Schaefer, Gabrielle, April Donovan, and Drone Adventures. Thank you for your support. Now let's get on with our episode. Welcome back to Scary Bear Attacks. Today's episode takes us to the forested hills surrounding Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, USA. The area consists of rolling hills covered with dense forests of pine, sugar maple, black cherry, aspen, birch, white oak, hemlock, and ash. The ground cover is so thick you couldn't throw a rock through it. Not all of the area is like this, though, because in the valleys between the mountains, there are housing developments. Though the residents don't clear their lots, they are maintained and not like the brush on the hills. The state of Pennsylvania has around 13 million people, but is prime habitat for many animals, including black bears. In the fall, black bears need to consume around 20,000 calories each day to get ready for the winter hibernation. And with about 110 calories per acorn, bears have plenty to eat. This makes the bears very large and also allows for a very high carrying capacity. At 3 a.m. on October 4th in 2011, 44-year-old Richard Moyers, Jr., known as Rich, was getting ready to go to work at a local warehouse as his wife and 10-year-old son Josh slept upstairs. His half-husky and pit bull named Brindy was led outside to go potty and immediately ran near the woods around the house and started barking. This wasn't the usual bark. There was an urgency to Brindy's barking that let Rich know something wasn't quite right in the backyard. He grabbed a spotlight and started shining the light through the morning fog. He didn't immediately see anything concerning, but after a few seconds, Brindy came sprinting back toward him on the porch, followed closely by a very angry sow black bear. Before Rich could react, Brindy streaked into the house toward him, followed by the bear. Now, Richard Moyers, Jr. is a big man. He stands 6 feet 6 inches tall and weighs over 320 pounds. He's bigger than most bears, but this was one very angry mama. The only thing Rich could see while he wrestled with the bear was black fur in his face. The yelling and growling as well as the ruckus on the porch woke Rich's wife Angie. As she came down the stairs, she could see the bear on top of Rich, with Brindy acting as a distraction, charging in and out, holding her own. Just as Angie approached to help Rich, the bear knocked her to the floor of the porch. The sow then chomped onto her leg and dragged her outside onto the patio. Rich got back to his feet and staggered to the patio. He immediately saw the bear now on top of his wife attacking her. Rich dove into the fray by putting his head down so she wouldn't claw his face and jumping onto the bear. The distraction worked, but the bad part was that she was attacking Rich again, and this time she was going to kill him. She clawed him severely over his arms and head. Then she bit into his scalp. Rich could feel the sow tearing his hair from his head. She bit into the back of his head and tried to peel his scalp from his skull like you peel an orange. Rich was sure she was going to kill him. She bit his arm several times and then suddenly stopped. The sow slowly began ambling back toward the forest, leaving the couple and their dog confused and bleeding. Rich immediately calls his father, who is a retired truck driver. Senior listened in stunned trepidation as Rich panted and stammered that he and his wife were attacked by a bear in their house and were both injured. Like the caring father he is, he rushed to his son's house and was aghast at the sight. Rich was slouched in front of the kitchen sink, drenched in blood and hyperventilating. Richard could tell his son was beginning to go into shock, and Angie wasn't faring much better. The couple was taken to Harrisburg Hospital for treatment. Rich received 70 staples to close his wounds and put his scalp back together. He was bitten at least 20 different times. Angie had a chunk of flesh bitten from her butt, and she was bitten on her breast and her body. They were treated and released to loved ones to heal their wounds. About 5 hours after the attack, Richard finally realized how badly this situation could have turned out and broke down emotionally. Authorities attempted to catch the bear with a trap baited with donuts, but there was no source of information indicating if their attempts were successful. They indicated if they did catch it, it would be relocated as long as it's healthy. If it were sick or injured, or had rabies, then they would euthanize it. They believed that this bear was probably a sow bear with cubs, who believed the dog was a threat and was acting in defense of them. There are estimated to be 18,000 black bears in Pennsylvania currently, and there hasn't been a fatal bear attack there in over 100 years. Thank you for watching Scary Bear Attacks. Check out our merch store link below this video. If you want to encourage us to make more content like this video, tell us by liking this video, subscribing to our channel, and clicking the bell icon. Then share our videos on your social media sites. We value you as a member of our human community, so please be careful out there, especially in bear country.